Tim Brando, along with Spencer Tillman from our College Football Today studios, here exclusively for CBSSports.com. Last week, Texas A&M head coach Dennis Franchione announced that he'd stopped providing inside information to Aggies boosters who've paid $1,200 per year for an exclusive newsletter. The money from subscription fees allegedly helped finance the coach's personal website. That news turned up the heat on Franchione, who was still smarting from a blowout loss to Miami on September the 20th. On Tuesday, the coach defiantly stated he has the support of his athletic director and has no intention of stepping down. Spencer, will Coach Fran survive all of this?
Well, he'll survive it, Timmy, if he wins the Big 12 South. And if he doesn't, he won't. That's my opinion on the matter. But I think what Fran is guilty of here is two things. First of all, poor judgment, and then loyalty. And loyalty is not something to be necessarily ashamed of being committed to. But in this particular case, it's a personal assistant that he brought from TCU that came with him to Alabama, now later to A&M, that he's protecting. This individual is the one that administered the site. He updated the site when necessary, and then through Coach, he provided the information that these Cabal of 12 were exposed to. So at the end of the day, it's going to be a tough situation for him to overcome, but if he wins, they'll forget about it.
Bill Byrne, the athletic director, is probably one of the most reputable in his business. I think the thought that Dennis Franchione passed along in his impassioned speech that he had the total backing of his athletic director might be a bit optimistic, because in truth, Bill Byrne has to do a lot of legwork now to find out exactly where all of this revenue is going, as opposed to just the website. Yeah. Well, because that's what the NCAA is going to want proof of. Where did that money really go?
Well, that'll be the easy part, since we've been able to track it back to Seriously Consulting. That was the entity that built the website. Now they know who paid the website. Again, it goes back to the personal assistant that came with him from TCU to Alabama, then of course to A&M. So that part of it will be easy to figure out, Timmy. And allegedly, it was the money was coming to supplement his income there at Texas A&M. And so again, that's not a bad thing, but it opens up a lot of doors. And I think the major issue is the type of information that was provided. At least one occasion, you're talking about recruits who are yet to be signed by Texas A&M. That's an NCAA violation, so that's problematic. And so he's got a lot of issues to deal with here.
When you think of insider information, the kind of information that the media does not get, other fans don't have the opportunity to gain access to, now we're talking about something that is a flashing red light, not just a yellow light, a flashing red light for the NCAA.
Particularly when your policy has been to keep all information relative to injuries, with the exception of the career-ending type, internal. And he would sit there and tell the press that we don't talk about injury situations, but yet this group of 12, which now it appears there was a Judas Iscariot among them, disclosed that information.
Final thing about this. He clearly has not been able to recruit the kind of player that Oklahoma and Texas have since he's been at A&M. Now, he has had those big victories, like the one against Texas the end of last year. Does he have to win both of those games this year, or will one suffice?
Well, he's got to win both of them. Again, that's how you win the Big 12 side. And it wouldn't hurt if he upgraded the website. He needs a flash shield. That would help.
All right. Remember, we'll be with you Saturday afternoons throughout the season on the College Football Today.